Namaste, Namaskar, Sat Sri Akal, and welcome to the first season of TEFE's MASSEY DYNASTAR सबसे बड़े all-rounder की तलाश. Let's start the show with the TEFE anthem that expresses the company's values and vision of cultivating the world.
देश के किसानों की चाहत के लिए ट्रैक्टर बनाएंगे, देश के किसानों की चाहत के लिए ट्रैक्टर बनाएंगे। दुनिया भर में इसकी शोहरत आसमां छू लेगी। कृषि यंत्रों के उत्पादन में श्रेष्ठता पाएंगे। जान से प्यारे किसान के सपने साकार कर देंगे। ट्रैक्टर बनाएंगे, हम भी आसमां छू लेंगे। श्रेष्ठता पाएंगे, सपने साकार कर देंगे। ट्रैक्टर बनाएंगे, हम भी आसमां छू लेंगे। श्रेष्ठता पाएंगे, सपने साकार कर देंगे।
As I said, this is the very first season of MASSEY DYNASTAR सबसे बड़े all-rounder की तलाश. We've heard stories about an idea that germinates in the most unusual places, that grows to become and create history. When we announced our MASSEY DYNASTAR Contest, over 20,000 registration and 11,000 entries flooded our inboxes. It sent our team into a tizzy. Well, it was an ordeal for our team to select the top 15 finalists and bring them onto the stage. The chief architects of the show, Sunita Subramanian, and her digital marketing and communication team's invaluable contribution has led to the creation of this show. Please put your hands together to welcome Sunita Subramanian on stage.
Good morning, everyone. Swagatam, Vanakkam, and welcome to TEFE's Massey Ferguson DYNASTAR 2023 Season 1. TEFE is built on a simple yet powerful vision of cultivating the world. Massey Ferguson, a world-renowned premium brand, offers a wide variety of tractors for agriculture, commercial, and haulage applications, and is an iconic brand which has been reshaping the agriculture landscape of India for the last 63 years. Massey Ferguson offers the most versatile and wide range of agriculture and utility tractors for the industry. एक कहावत है, आपने सुना होगा, घी खाओ देसी और ट्रैक्टर चलाओ मैसी. And with that, I'd like to talk to you about TEFE's MASSEY DYNASTAR Contest 2023, the सबसे बड़े all-rounder की तलाश. One of its kind online search for farmers, entrepreneurs, startups, individuals, or any entity with an original or creative idea that could effectively transform lives using the Massey Ferguson Dynatrack tractor. We believe that with collaborative wisdom, we could draw out the most innovative and original ideas of a young India, of a brilliant India and an India of the future. And we believe in cultivating the world and cultivating the future. We are honored to have with us the grand jury, whose expertise spans diverse fields. The members of our grand jury bring the wealth of knowledge and insight to this event. Their role is pivotal in recognizing and celebrating the exceptional talent they unfold before us. A very warm welcome to our star-studded jury, Bharatendu Kapoor, President, Sales and Marketing. R. Murali Krishnan, President, Product Management and International Business. S. Sriraman, President, Research and Development. Every wonderful journey begins with a single step. And so has been our experience with Dynastar Journey, where we have traveled an amazing path with the talented contestants over the last 3 months. Today, each one of them have taken on a journey of traveling hundreds of miles to participate in the Dynastar contest in person. To all of them, I wish to say, Atiti Devo Bhava. Welcome, dear contestants, to the Dynastar event. We welcome you with respect and excitement and look forward to engaging with you in the next 3 days. The event is happening here today because you are here, and we are very grateful that we could travel this journey together. We welcome all of you, the contestants and the jury, to this Dynastar 2023 Season 1.
Before we start the show, let's start it auspiciously with the lamp lighting ceremony in true Indian style. That was truly heartwarming. Let's move on with the show. Our very first contestant is royalty. Avinash Desai is the 26th descendant of the Chichireva royal family. Well, he has quit his IT job and joined farming and taken up family responsibilities. I'm really excited to see his house. Let's take a look at the AV.
ನಾನು ಅವಿನಾಶ್ ದೇಸಾಯಿ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ, ನಮ್ಮದು ಊರು ಚಚಡಿ ಗ್ರಾಮ ಅಂತ. ನಮ್ಮದು ಬೆಳಗಾವಿ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯ ಸವದತ್ತಿ ತಾಲೂಕಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಚಚಡಿ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಗ್ರಾಮ. ನಾವು ದೇಸಾಯಿ ಮನೆತನದ ವಂಶಸ್ಥರಾಗಿದ್ದು, ನಮ್ಮ ವಂಶದ 26ನೇ ತಲೆಯವನಾಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಹಿರಿಯರಾದಂಥ ಸರ್ದಾರ್ ವಿ ಜಿ ನಾಯಕ್ ದೇಸಾಯಿ ಅಂತವರು ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಇದರ ಆಡಳಿತದಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯ ಹೋರಾಟಗಾರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಮತ್ತು ಅವರು 2ನೇ ದರ್ಜೆಯ ಒಂದು ಮ್ಯಾಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಊರಿನ ಹಾಗೂ ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ಹಾಗೂ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಪಾರ ಕೊಡುಗೆಗಳನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಗ್ರಾಮದಲ್ಲಿ 1885 ಒಂದು ಮೊದಲ ಗಂಡ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಶಾಲೆಯನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದರು. ಆದ ನಂತರ 1912 ಒಂದು ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಶಾಲೆಯನ್ನು ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಮಾಡಲಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಇದು ಮೈಸೂರು ಸಂಸ್ಥಾನದಲ್ಲಿ 1ನೇದಾಗಿದ್ದು, 2ನೇದ್ದು ನಮ್ಮ ಚಚಡಿ ಗ್ರಾಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಮತ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರೈತಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹಿಸಲು ನಮ್ಮ ಶಾಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಶಾಲೆಗಾಗಿ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಜಮೀನನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಆ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ವಾರಕ್ಕೆ 1 ದಿನ ಆ ಜಮೀನಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಲು ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹಿಸಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಒಂದು ಶೇತ್ಕರಿ ಶಾಲೆ ಅಂತಲೇ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಯುವ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನು ರೈತೈಕ್ಯ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹ ಕೊಡಲು ಒಂದು ಸ್ಥಾಪನೆ ಮಾಡಲಾಗಿತ್ತು ಆ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಕಾಲರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಅಂತ ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲೇ ಕೊಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅವರ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಮೊಮ್ಮಕ್ಕಳಾದವರು ಅವರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಜುಯೇಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು, ಅವರು BSc ಅಗ್ರಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಜಾಬ್ ಆಫರ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದರು ಕೂಡ ಅದನ್ನು ರಿಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವರು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಊರಿಗೆ ಬಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ಊರನ್ನು ಉದ್ಧಾರ ಮಾಡಲು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಪಟ್ಟರು ಮತ್ತು ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಕ್ಕಲ್ತನವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಾಧಿಸಿದರು. ಅದ ನಂತರ ನಮ್ಮ ತಂದೆ ಹಾಗೂ ದೊಡ್ಡಪ್ಪನವರು ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಜುಯೇಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಜಾಬ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವರು ಬಂದು ರೈತೈಕಿಯನ್ನೇ ಮುಂದುವರಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ನಮ್ಮದೆಲ್ಲ ಬೆಳಗಾವಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಲ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಕೂಲಿಂಗ್ ಆಯಿತು, RLS ಅಲ್ಲಿ PUC, ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಂದು BE ಆಗಿದೆ, ಇಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ನಂದು ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಆಗಿದ್ದು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಮತ್ತು ನಾನು ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯ ಪರಂಪರೆಯಂತೆ ಒಬ್ಬರು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ರೈತೈಕೆಯನ್ನು ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹಿಸಬೇಕೆಂದು ನನ್ನ ಜಾಬನ್ನು ಕ್ವಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ಸುಮಾರು 6 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ನಾನು ರೈತೈಕೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ರೈತೈಕೆ ಅಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮದು 120 ಎಕರೆ ಜಮೀನಿದೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಡೈರಿ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಅದು ಡೈರಿ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಗಿಂತ ಒಂದು ಗೋಶಾಲೆ, ಗೋ ಸಂರಕ್ಷಣೆಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಅದು ಕಮರ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ನಾವು ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಇದನ್ನು ಪ್ರಮೋಟ್ ಮಾಡಲು ಎಲ್ಲ ಗೊಬ್ಬರ, ಸಗಣಿ ಗೊಬ್ಬರ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ. ಮತ್ತು ಒಂದು ರೇಷ್ಮೆ ಬೆಳೆ, ನಮ್ಮದು ರೇಷ್ಮೆ ಇದಿದೆ, ಮತ್ತು ಫಿಶರೀಸ್ ಒಂದು ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ. ಮತ್ತು ಅಗ್ರೋ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಗನಿ ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೆಳೆಸಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಹುಣಸೆ ತೋಟ ಒಂದು ಇದೆ, ಅದು ನಮ್ಮ ಅಜ್ಜ ಮುತ್ತಜ್ಜನವರು ನೆಟ್ಟಂಥ ಹುಣಸೆ ತೋಟ. ಅದು ನಮಗೆ ಇನ್ನೂವರೆಗೂ ನಮಗೂ ಅದರಿಂದ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಜಮೀನಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಕಬ್ಬು, ಗೋವಿನ ಜೋಳ, ಕಡಲೆ, ಸೋಯಾಬೀನು ಹಾಗೂ ತೋಟಗಾರಿಕೆಯ ಬೆಳೆಗಳಾದ ಟೊಮ್ಯಾಟೊ, ಮೆಣಸಿನ್ಕಾಯಿ ಇವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಬೆಳಿತೀವಿ. ರೈತ ಇಲಾಖೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ತರಲು ನಾವು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ರೈತಕ್ಕೆ ಹೊಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತೇಳಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡರ್ನ್ ಎಕ್ವಿಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಕಲ್ಟಿವೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಡ್ರಿಪ್ ಇರಿಗೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಸ್ಪ್ರಿಂಕ್ಲರ್ ಇರಿಗೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ವಾಟರ್ ಕನ್ಸರ್ವೇಷನ್ ಪ್ರಮೋಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇಮ್ ನಾವು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಗೊಬ್ಬರದ ಬಳಕೆಯನ್ನು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಸಾಯನಿಕ ಗೊಬ್ಬರಕ್ಕಿಂತ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಗೊಬ್ಬರ, ಆಕಳ ಸಗಣಿ, ಗೋಮೂತ್ರ, ಜೀವಾಮೃತ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಬೆಳೆಗಳನ್ನು ಬೆಳೆಸ್ತೇವೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಊರಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಮೋಟ್ ಮಾಡಲು ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಲೈಕ್ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಹಾರ್ಮ್ಫುಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ಸ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಆದಷ್ಟು ಮಟ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ರಾಸಾಯನಿಕ ಗೊಬ್ಬರ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾವು ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಹತ್ರ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸರ್ ನಡೀತಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
Avinash sir, can we have you on stage, please? Avinash sir, first of all, congratulations on being one of the top 15 contestants. So I wanted to ask you, what made you quit your IT job and take up farming?
It's like I always wanted to be into farming, but it was like peer family pressure and everything. Education is necessary. So I had to go, got a degree, got a job, work for some time, and it was like calling. I had to go back to farming. I quit my job, got back to farming. It's been 5-6 years since I quit my job. Doing well in farming.
Right, sir. So now you are proposing an innovative idea using the Dynatrack.
Yeah.
What would that be, sir?
So one of the major differences of Massey Ferguson Dynatrack is the quadrupito. Of that is the GSPTO.
Right.
So I am proposing using this GSPTO coupled with a PTO driven trailer to provide mobility in hard to reach areas such as forests or other remote places. Just the 4x4 Dynatrack can go any place.
Right.
But if you couple it with a GSPTO enabled trailer, it can go still farther. It can carry heavier loads.
That's a lovely idea, sir. Now we have that idea on our AV, and we'll take a look at that.
In a forest ecosystem, the main issues the forest officials or any rescue operation team faces is mobility. During the dry season, the roads are open and the roads are accessible, so a moment is good. But during rain or a storm, also during wet season, the mobility is compromised. Most of the roads get closed, they get muddy, slushy. So normal rescue vehicles such as the fire engines or the ambulance or any other vehicles, they can't move beyond a certain point. Even a 4x4 vehicle would struggle to go deeper into the jungles. So my solution to this problem is providing mobility in the forest during rainy seasons with the Massey Ferguson Dynatrack. The Massey Ferguson Dynatrack comes with a quadrupito, which includes the GSPTO, which is not available on any other tractors in India. So the solution would be using a trailer which is unable to be driven by the PTO. So the GSPTO essentially is PTO which with the PTO shaft rotates according to the wheel of the tractor. So this essentially makes the whole system a 6x6 unit, or if the trailer is driven by 4 wheels, it becomes a 8x8 vehicle. This vehicle can then now traverse any field without any problem while carrying heavier loads. One of the user cases for this would be a mobile wildlife hospital. So whenever there is an injured animal, instead of going and bringing the animal to the hospital to treat it, the Dynatrack itself can pull this mobile hospital to wherever the animal is injured or had to be rescued. The trailer can contain the laboratory, the diagnostics tools, the surgical tools, various tools. So instead of carrying the animal to the main hospital to treat it and go and leave it back into the wild, the hospital itself can be taken to the spot wherever the help is needed. So this would be a major help for the forest officials in treating animals. In case the animal has to be brought back to the ground hospital or a main hospital, a secondary trailer with a cage or some sort of this thing can be attached to the behind the hospital trailer, and the Dynatrack would have no problem pulling the two trailers back to the forest and back to the ground hospital. The same thing can be applied for treating humans located deep within the forest. May it be tribals or villages located deep within the forest which are out of reach of normal regular healthcare systems. So we can have a trailer also developed for research purposes, which is loaded with all the necessary equipments for forest research or conservation, data collection and monitoring of wildlife, spread of diseases and everything. So usually the scientists and all travel in multiple cars with the 4x4 capabilities and everything. And this is the solution would be a trailer, a single trailer unit built with all the facilities needed for the scientists or wildlife conservationists. It can be towed to any location within the forest. It can carry heavier loads within the forest and the scientists can stay for a longer time within the safety of the trailer. So now all the three solutions which I mentioned require electricity to run the hospital or the research center or anything else. So this can be made possible by fitting the trailers with an alternator or a generator. So quick switch from the PTO from the trailer to the alternator and a quick gear change from this GSPTO to the LPTO or the MSPTO will ensure that the generator runs efficiently and provides electricity to both to run the hospital or the research equipment efficiently. The Dynatrack tractor fitted with a water tanker which is enabled to be driven by a GSPTO can be used to douse out forest fires or to control forest fires. Here the GSPTO enabled trailer can carry heavier loads into deeper parts of the forest wherever necessary. And the quick shift of the change of the PTO shaft from the trailer to the water pump can ensure that there is enough pressure for the water to be sprayed on the fire. Since bush fires and forest fires are a rare phenomenon in India, the same tanker can be used to haul water to fill the watering holes or to supply it to the tribal areas within dry spells. And the GSPTO enabled trailer ensures that the heavier loads or more amount of water can be carried deeper within the forest without needing to do the to and fro motions again and again. So to summarize this, we can say that the Massey Ferguson Dynatrack 4x4 along with the GSPTO enabled trailer can carry heavier loads and can traverse any terrains where a normal tractor would struggle to move. And the LSPTO and the MSPTO of the Dynatrack can help in running equipment such as a dynamo or a water pump and provide solutions within the forest, deep within the forest. And the engine is fully sealed and it comes with oil immersed brakes. So this ensures that the vehicle is very reliable and doesn't break down while going through rough patches or through mud or slush or anything. So hence we can call the Massey Ferguson Dynatrack सबसे बड़ा all-rounder.
Avinash sir, I think this was one of the most innovative things that I've seen today.
Thank you.
So why don't we ask the judges what they think?
So Avinash, welcome to this session.
Thank you.
You've given an idea, but where I'm struggling in my mind is this, whatever you have mentioned, can be done by any tractor. So why only Dynatrack? What's so great in Dynatrack? Because you can use any tractor for using the PTO power to the trailer to build a hospital or to bring the animals or human beings from a difficult terrain. So any tractor which has got a high ground clearance and has a GSPTO can be used for these operations. So what's so different?
Yeah, one of the differences, other tractors don't have the GSPTO, that is the ground speed PTO. They run on the normal, the 540 RPM or 750 RPM. So these trailers, those are designed, which are designed to run by this PTO. Like the speed of the trailer and the engine should match, and that's up to the driver to match it. Because when the RPM drops, the PTO speed drops. So to attain that 540, you have to keep it at some fixed RPM. and you don't know at what engine speed you should run the tractor. So there's a mismatch of power there, because those trailers are not designed by some engineers or something. They are just done by some mechanic and done this. GSPTO ensures that the PTO shaft rotates at the same speed as a tractor. So using proper gear and this and every design, you can ensure that the power is divided like supplied equally. So there's no breakage in some at point. So if there's a power mismatch, it is bound to break at some point.
Okay. So my second question to you would be, who will do it? Who will be the person who will do it? Will it be a separate, an entrepreneur who will pick up this as a business, or it will be an NGO who will do it? Who will use it? Who will do this service?
So basically it can be done by anyone, like maybe the government can pitch in. If Massey itself can design a modular trailer which can be enabled to be driven by the Dynatrack, with just a modular platform. If you want a hospital or whatever it can be developed on top of that platform. So it can be used by forest officials or something, maybe for villages or something and all. And one thing in agriculture, we have one tractor and multiple implements. So that can be implemented. You can have multiple trailers for multiple users, which you don't use all the time. Instead of having separate vehicles for one this thing, you can have just the trailers. You just hook up a tractor to whichever trailer you want and drag it inside.
Want to ask?
Hello,
Hello.
Mr. Avinash Desai. First of all, congratulations for taking up farming and
Thanks.
cultivating a new world, your own better world.
Thank you.
Thank you. Just a couple of questions. I recall that what you said is Dynatrack is the only tractor that has not just the GSPTO. You said there are multiple PTO options that are available, which possibly will be helping you to make use of that tractor for other applications like dynamo, alternator, जो आपने बताया, and इसके अलावा water pump भी चला सकते हो, and also the trailer. Correct?
Yes.
Now, coming to the trailer application that you are right now saying, have you developed any kind of a working model or something?
Not me, but in North India there are trailers which run on PTO, but they run on just the normal PTO. They usually use it to carry sugar canes to the factories. They just put it on the PTO and they just run it. There's no proper scientific design or anything in that thing. So some mechanic develops it, these people use it. So they'll work for some time, but they're bound to break sometime.
What do you think is the problem there in the ones that you are saying? Some trailers are available with a PTO drive.
Yeah.
So what is that you see that is not okay in that one, and your design or your idea will be better?
It's not like my idea would be better, but if you couple it with the Dynatrack, it will work efficiently. If Massey designs one trailer or something with proper gear ratios, like these are not, they don't have any proper gear ratios. They are just meant to run. You shift it to PTO, put accelerator down, it'll run. It'll push the tractor also with it. So there's a mismatch. The trailer pushes the tractor, or the tractor is pulling it harder than what is supposed to run at. So inside, the engine is getting damaged slowly. So if it's the Dynatrack with the proper designed and developed this thing with the GSPTO, it will be more efficient and reliable.
Okay, right. Tell you, do you have a tractor?
Yes, sir.
How many tractors do you have?
I have two.
2 tractors?
Yeah.
And do you have a Dynatrack?
Not a Dynatrack, but we had a Massey 1035 of 1970.
So would you like to buy a Dynatrack?
Yes, sir. I was looking for a new tractor when I came across this thing.
Tell me, apart from the GSPTO and the Quadra PTO, which is
Yeah.
very unique in Dynatrack, apart from that, what else do you like in Dynatrack?
One is this reliability. Because
Reliability.
We have it from 1970. It's still running. Last month we had to part it because of issues and newer technology.
So you are saying 1970?
Yeah.
1970 से आपका ट्रैक्टर चल रहा है?
हाँ,
एकदम बढ़िया.
We have got two tractors.
हाँ.
My grandfather and his cousin, both imported. Massey was still running, and it was still running when we gave it off.
Excellent, excellent. Have you shared this idea with anybody else, your friends or somebody?
No, sir.
And have you shared it with any of your farmer friends? And what is their feedback?
I've not yet shared it, but like I have felt like this would be useful for farmers. Like we had a sugarcane fire, and to douse it, we had to call a fire engine. That was 20 kilometers away. So before that come, we had a tractor like that was a Massey with a water tank. He was to supply water to the village. So we called it. We drove it into the farm. Now we could control the fire. We couldn't go inside and douse it, but we could control the spread. So it came out. The fire engine came. He stood on the road. Like we told him to take it to the farm. He said, no, it's heavy. We can't take it inside. The tractor could go there, but the fire engine designed to douse fire couldn't go there.
Very, very important. In a critical kind of a situation like that,
Yeah.
you need the tractor with a water tanker to go inside the fire spots and
Yeah,
all that
like
stuff.
if the
Dynatrack can very well help
Yeah.
you do that. Excellent. Thank you. It is a fantastic idea. All the very best.
Thanks.
Avinash thinks a good idea, as everybody told. Only one, maybe you have to work on this idea. The idea what you told about the GSPTO, then you need to match the rear, the trailer
Yeah.
speed also accordingly. So that has to be designed correctly because it is idea.
Yeah.
So how to take it forward, I think, is one, you have to do it rightly. It is not that 540 RPM. You can choose different RPM also with MSPTO as well. GSPTO is the right option. But
So will be a much easier option because we know that what RPM that tire will be spinning. Right? Like we know the radius of the tire. We know everything. We know how much rotation will provide.
so you have
rotation.
to do that one. So
Only
the
the gearbox from the trailer has to be designed
yeah,
with proper gear ratio.
proper gears have to be used on the trailer so that
Yeah,
there
trailer,
won't be mismatch in the speeds.
the size of the trailer, tire of the trailers, and the trailer should.
Match correctly.
If they are same size, then there is no need of any gears or something.
So that is one thing. Second thing is on the flexibility you are telling, no, the same PTO you can use for many things. So you need to have maybe, quick fix sort of couplings so that you can
Yeah.
quickly change from trailer to, if you have a trailer with the inbuilt alternator,
Yeah.
then we need to that. So you have to work on this idea. In general, I feel it is good idea, but you have to technically do it right
Yes.
way and then take it forward if there is a case in your area.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks.
It's nice.
Thank you, Avinash.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Avinash sir, for presenting such an innovative idea. We've come to an end of this episode, but don't worry. We'll be back with another contestant, another idea in another episode. Until then, it's goodbye from Team Dynastar.